Yeah, they could.
There's more bounty runes in the dire jungle, but guess what? They haven't been playing up there for 12 minutes.
Yeah. There's quite a few, and this might be the last-ditch effort from Talon. They're smoking up. The zip in from C-Smile. Nice initiation thanks to the gobble up. They delete CM, buys back into the game. Now the focus is on the Beastmaster. You can see EG taking very little damage. But that will lead to the tier 2 tower in the bot lane, and next up, Mega Creeps. Maybe Roche, we'll see. Knowing that Talon are gonna almost certainly fight to defend these Mega Creeps, maybe the Aegis is worth it, or maybe not. It is a 30k lead at 25 minutes, for God's sake.
Oh.
Yep, big zip in from C-Smile, and just like that, down goes Coddle. CM is next. Makoto in his dragon form, not gonna be able to do too much. It's off the Dragon Tail, but you have 3 members dead for the foreseeable future.
Smile.
Just smile. You're about to lose. Zip back into the mid lane to kill those creeps. Gobble up on top of 23 Savage. Into the stun from the Shadow Walk.
He's got mantle.
23 Savage. He does. It's a pretty big one. He's going to fall likely afterward. No, C-Smile's the one that might drop. Zipping away. Looks like he will somehow live throughout this engagement. And there is your gas station.
All right,
and,
if that Mana Void doesn't do it, what will?
Exactly. GGs are called. EG absolutely stomping game number 2.
Utter domination. I mean, where do you want to even start with this game? I think you start with the first 10 minutes and then there's just nothing left to talk about. The whole map just fell apart so fast. The Bounty Hunter, the Storm, and the Slark in, I want to say tandem. I mean, it's the 3 of them, but also Whisper got very involved on that Snapfire last pick. We weren't sure how good it was going to be. Turns out it did exactly what they needed it to. Find a couple of picks with the Mortimer Kisses together with the Bounty Hunter, together with that Storm Spirit pull, and they made it look so easy. This is, at this level of play, when a team can pull off this kind of performance to get into the top 6, these guys are going to be scary for any team to play when they can play games like this. Yeah. So clean, basically no mistakes, great draft, great laning, and the biggest part about it, at least from us and the panel's perspective, this wasn't obvious that it was going to go this way. You couldn't just inherently say it when the draft was over, oh man, they're going to get slaughtered, you know? They just outplayed them at literally every turn in the game.
And it does feel like on some level, because of how fast this patch is feeling in these 2 teams, like AM is just quite slow. Like not even able to get to a point where you can even contribute in fights at all. Just feels really bad for Talon. Obviously, they played very well at this tournament, this game 2. Not exactly the indication of how fast they picked up this patch. Very respectable finish in the end, but yeah, EG just, in that game 2 at least, on another level for sure. As
EG will be champions one day. It could be in 2 days.
Yeah, could be.
They need to win another 4 series?
They have to beat OG.
3 or 4?
Yeah. They've already vanquished the original EG, aka Shopify Rebellion. So they've definitely got a lot to be proud of so far, but they're not done yet. And we have yet to see South America in a finals, right? So that is the dream. And
it's worth keeping in mind that the game that you just saw against Talon is almost a carbon copy of what happened in one of the games against Shopify. They got absolutely annihilated. Yeah. So this isn't a rarity for EG. They've been doing this in multiple games, even in the playoffs. So they are definitely on a heater and a team to keep your eyes on. Don't count these out for a potential top 3 run this time around, which would be, I think, South America's best placement ever at a major. I don't think top 3 has happened.
Yeah, I think top 3 has...
4
they
may
got
have
top 4
happened?
maybe? That's my... I mean, you're asking the wrong guy, but I think that's correct. I'll just assume you're...
I am asking the wrong guy, absolutely.
But yeah, the game number 2 goes to EG, so they take this series. They'll face off against OG tomorrow.
Thank you, SunsFan and Syndrome. What a calamitous game for Talon, and what a dub for EG. Cruising through this one in ridiculously fast, aggressive fashion. This Storm Spirit absolutely popping off. Unbelievable. What was the final score? 4-34 or something like this? Jenkins, your call on this one. Gaben level shellacking or not?
Period. This was a top hat. This was a Gaben's top hat level shellacking. I would even say at the top of the top hat. And I do have the answer to some of Suns fans' questions, of course, as he was alluding to me on the panel as the stats man. If EG wins, which they did, this is 5 Valve events in a row that South America has placed top 6.
Wow.
Now, this was a dying, desperate region a few years ago. And they so quickly have risen to be one of the best regions in the entire world. If they can get past top 6, if they can do it, if they can win the next one, it's the first time in 5 years that SA will have gotten past top 6 at a Valve event. 5 years. It's been ESL 1 Birmingham. You were there, right?
Oh, I was there, baby.
Which team was it?
Thunder Awaken?
Was it Thunder Awaken?
I think
it was the original. Maybe it was Infamous. It was the original Thunder Awaken squad.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So they're looking to set some records here.
Indeed.